you. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Jennifer Kaveri. I work with Mitotonis. Mitotonis is a digital children's company. Okay, we leverage on technology to make children visible. And you do that in 3 ways. One is on content, that's why that camera is there. Child participation, that's why we're making the noise in the morning. And 3 is research, that's why we are here. Okay, because we believe research has a way of making invisible things and invisible things about children and invisible children visible. Okay, so we use research and we don't research on everything, we research on 3 areas. Child participation, or what we call childist approach. And then number 2, we research on media, and then number 3, technology. Okay? So, I'm not by myself. I believe in passing on the baton. You'll not be here forever. So I'm with my colleague Atulo, who also does our child participation work. And right now we are getting into tech-enabled participation. So he's heading that part of our work, and we're going to be making this presentation with him. Okay? So securing African children's voices in artificial intelligence. Ain't no machine speaking for us. Okay? So all of us will be talking about ChatGPT. So disclaimer, this conversation is not about ChatGPT. Okay? This is not a ChatGPT. It's a conversation about artificial intelligence, which is much bigger than ChatGPT. Okay? So we're going to, this is an activity, I want you to find for me human-generated photo and artificial intelligence generated photo. Anybody who can guess? Yes? Which one is human generated? This one is human generated? Okay. Which one is human generated? The one in blue is human generated. Which one is human generated? The both of the classrooms?
No, the middle one.
The middle one is human generated. Which other one is human generated? Which one is AI generated then? All of them are AI generated? Now which ones are AI generated? Oh, this one is AI generated. Which other one is AI generated? The ones on the top? These ones on the bottom? This one is AI generated. Which other one is AI generated? The sunset is AI generated. So I'm going to ask my colleague Atulo to tell you which ones are AI generated and which ones are human generated.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Introduce yourself. My name is Atulo Joe. I work at Mitotonis also. I'm in the child participation department, and like Jennifer mentioned, also in this new, it's been here with us. We are just catching up with it and all that. So we did this exercise. We are doing a training with children. And let me tell you guys, we need to catch up. Children got almost everything right. So the first one, the first classroom is human generated. The second classroom is AI generated. The third image, the sunset, is AI generated. The fourth one is human generated. We have this ring over here. This is human generated. We have this, it's like a crown. It is AI generated. We have this image. I remember you've chatted with the children. Most of them were like, we've gone through some TCT training. We know how we can blur the background, and we know how you can take photos. So they say this is human generated, but it is AI generated. We have this. I hope no one got this wrong, guys. This is human generated. We have this child with water, and I think it's confusing with this one because it looks like they're both taken in the same color and stuff. But this is human generated, and finally, yeah, most of you got this right. So it is AI generated.
And you can see, and this happens all the time. And this, as you could get confused, for example, the classroom. This one looks very human, right? It looks like, but it's AI. After he did put the complex ones, when a child is playing, okay? And this, we have seen this over and over again, where children's places are being taken by machines. Because I don't just call us lazy. not call us lazy. We don't have to go to the field to go and take photos. We don't have to go to the field and interview children or talk to children. So we do what? ChatGPT. It comes out, okay? And you do a whole story, a whole report, or children say, it's just tell ChatGPT, I want you to quote a child from Turukana. It will come with even the bad English, okay? And it will quote for you, okay? And it's taking the places of children. So this conversation is about this, okay? Next slide. So I'm going to dwell this about 2 minutes. Okay, children, anybody who is a children person, they know the ecological model, right? And how it affects children. So it has changed, okay? And it looks like this. You remember it used to have circles, like this one, and then there's one circle here, and there's another one. But now it's all jumbled up, where your personal space has become public. Okay? And your public space has come internal. So children do not, there's a thin line between public and public spaces. Okay? A child will go on Instagram Live and go, look at this, yo, look at my bed. Okay, when I was growing up, I'll be beaten up just to do that. Okay? So you find that the public space has become private, okay? Where it is normal to take nudes, okay? And show them to the world. It's my private place, okay? But also it becomes a public. So this is how the ecological model. So it's called the tech ecosystem for the child, okay? Where policies come, they interfere how I do my parenting, okay? Where physical space does not exist anymore because we are living in the virtual world. And children play on Roblox, Minecraft, whatever birds, they're called what birds? What birds? They're called what? Naughty birds? Angry birds? Okay? And this is for you guys, not for the children. You know yourselves who play Angry Birds. I'm not mentioning people, but you know, okay? You play Angry Birds, but you're playing with someone in Arizona, okay? Or someone down Australia, okay? Someone in China, okay? And you don't know, but you have brought them. The physical place where we used to play, go outside, play, jump, swing, it's become it has come. So this is how it looks like. Next. So I'm going to ask.
Yeah, so I know most of us have talked to parents, especially. Just before we had our training with children, you were asking, what do you think about AI? There's a parent that came to the office and just trying to show them how ChatGPT works, and they were so scared. They were really scared because they were like, what is this? Like everything is just coming up in a matter of a second. So and I just took them through what it is and tried to tell them, this is not here to scare us. We're supposed to live with this. And I don't know, I know you guys have interacted with AI, you guys have interacted with this, so it's just taking you through what it is. I know most of you have the information, but then just looking at AI as machines that mimic human intelligence, they do all this. They solve problems, they learn, and they make decisions. You get this information that this machine has, gets the information. It, just like you, as you perceive information, it goes through a certain process in your mind, and then there's an output. So that is also how AI works. It gets the information, it learns what this information is, and at the end of the day, it solves a problem. And we have seen it in different ways, making different decisions. We just showed you photos. Like people nowadays, some people will be like, I'm not going to the field anymore to take photos. Let me generate a photo, do a prompt here and there, and then I'll get this almost the same results. We could tell that it is kind of hard to distinguish what is AI generated and what is human generated, because they are very, very close. So just mimicking human intelligence. The same thing I can do with a camera is the same thing that AI can do with a prompt. And we can see it comes in different ways. It is able to recognize speech. Nowadays we look a lot. I remember asking the children what kinds of AI they use, and and most of them were like Snapchat AI. Snapchat,
My AI.
yeah, my AI. How many of us know Snapchat AI? Sorry. First of all, you don't have Snapchat. Probably most of you don't know what Snapchat is. It's more like a social media platform. And guys, I really want to challenge us. You cannot be, I know Ms. Jenny is going to talk about that, but you cannot be in this system wanting to end violence against children, for example, in the digital space, if we are not there and seeing what our children are doing. So my mom bought a new phone last week, and she has Snapchat. I was so surprised. I'm sending a snap, and then I saw, obviously my sister did it for her, but then I just saw it and I was like, wow, this is really impressive. And she was asking me, how do I go about this? So we can see that AI is able to do this. It is able to process natural language. Like the language I'm speaking, I gave the children an example of, I spoke to AI in Kiluya, but I am here, guys, and ilikataa kunini, but I know it requires, but I talked to it in Kiswahili and Shen, and Shebeten, the newest Shen, but it responded because it has been fed in a certain way, and it is fed through the likes of social media and as data from papers and from even presentations like this. So, and you can also see that AI does not only get the data, it also generates. So it is generating through text. We have an example, like it is very close. Ms. Jenny talked about you guys, or some of us, Unamiwa, Anika report, you went to an event, and you're like, bro, I can't remember some of the things. So let me just type prompt ChatGPT, tell it, Nyaje, I need, these are the specificity of the event that I attended, and will generate a report for me. Because, not because you're lazy, it could be because you have such a workload that you're like, I could need some help. You know, a colleague was with me, but they don't remember what was happening at the event. So I could look at ChatGPT and remind me what it is. We saw the images, guys. We saw the images and how it can be generated through AI. Music also, guys. Musicians nowadays are using ChatGPT to write their music. They're just bringing in their creativity using ChatGPT, and we also have deep learning, and we also have large language models. And they take so much information. The kind of data, it's like going into a library and almost digesting or reading all these books and having that information with you. Just by a click, by a prompt, and you're able to get all this information and output it. So, yeah, we also have, most of us ask ourselves, and I know even the children, I remember during the training, we were just doing an introduction to AI for the children. And at the end of it, one child was asking us, Sasa, you may thought I'm coming here to learn how to program AI. I'm coming to know how I can code, I can, you know, it was a 2-day training that we did, but they were asking, and the conversation is still ongoing in our groups and all that. So they were asking us, I wanted to learn how to code AI. I want to know how is AI able to give me this information? Like I just tell it, I want a story about a boy in Kajiado, and it's able to give me a comprehensive story. How is it able to do that? So this is where we come in. And from the first slide, I just, the questions later.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes
okay.
for the presentation, but the questions will come later.
So I just want you guys to think, what do you think of AI? Even maybe you can tell us at the end of the presentation, because the children gave us a lot of feedback on what they think AI is. So I just want to challenge you guys, even as you're having this session, what do you think of AI? So we first, during the creation of AI, we have this box that we created. It has, the first one is data. And just so I can mention, we have data, and I told you, I can put it as data being the fuel of AI. Like data is the one that makes AI as we know it right now, as ChatGPT, as you're writing your concept notes. I'm pointing you guys out. as you write your concept notes, as you write your reports, like data, it is the data that is in the system that is being used. And data comes from different sources. From our social media, Ms. Jennifer mentioned that nowadays I can be able to snap, I can be able, and I say I'm in Nairobi, AI is getting that a person in Nairobi looks like this. Atulo from Total News or working with a children's organization talks like this because it is able to recognize my speech, it is able to get the information. We talk about how sometimes you're just scrolling on your social media and you're wondering, how does, I was talking to my brother here about me wanting to buy Kimbo. The next thing I go on Facebook, I see a Kimbo advert. I ask myself, I have not talked this to anyone. How is this even happening? So that is data. It is generating data. I can see my sister over there, Nikama, she reminded her of something. She must have had a conversation with someone about data, about something, and she found it on her social media. So data can either be structured or unstructured. And that is how AI predicts, gets the data that we gave it. Also, we have the aspect of data quality, because I know Ms. Jenny is going to talk about that. What kind of data do we give these platforms? We also have algorithms, and algorithms, I talk about data being the fuel, and algorithms are coming to talk about how the rules, like we also talk about, someone talks about people are banning TikTok the other day in Kenya. We want to ban TikTok, but then other people are telling them it is being banned because your algorithm. Because I am seeing bad things. Who is making TikTok see bad things? Not all of us are seeing bad things on TikTok. So it is the algorithm. These are the rules. AI is predicting I'm doing this and this and this. It is following those. It is like a set of rules. Me being able to following my steps and being able to say this is how it is able to perform. Even the way I can prompt is not the way someone else will, the output that someone else will get. We also have models. We also have machine models, and this incorporates the data and the algorithm that we use and brings this together, and it learns what is the data that I have, what is the algorithms, what are the algorithms, and makes people learn, and it brings out the output. And just to go fast, because in the interest of time, we also have the interface. Whatever I am having right now, Snapchat AI, I use it a lot, by the way, because I work with children, of course, and just to be on the know. So the output, what I have as ChatGPT, what I have as Dale, what I have as Midnight Journey to generate the images. How, like this is the interface, what I use, what is coming on my screen, for example, for me to prompt, for me to talk to, for me to instruct AI to do certain things. So yeah, there's also the interface, and there's also policy, because this cannot exist in a vacuum. We all know that. And even violence against children, for example, we have reports, we have information, we have papers that are talking about this. So we have the policy, we are supposed to regulate. The other day, so Joe Biden giving an executive order on we need to talk about AI. What is it doing to us? How is it going to affect our future? We saw we also had in the UK, we had the AI safety summit, and they were talking about all that. So it is something that we are all needing to do. The regulation is coming into place. So the next thing we are asking ourselves, AI and children rights. We all know who children are. We all work with children in one way or another. And I love what Dr. mentioned about the internet, and this is what I'm just talking about here. It offers opportunities for children to learn. But even as it's offering opportunities, it is also, as it allows children to thrive, it poses a challenge. And that is where the policy bit comes in, the knowledge bit comes in. Yes, and we all know, working with the children, there's a crime for commission, and there's a crime for omission. Senior, in law. So how are we not allowing, for example, children to be part of AI? In what way? So it's like we're not doing something, we are omitting them from the space. We are omitting their voices. So just to run it quickly, Ms. Jenny is going to take us through the other bit.
Thank you. So you guys give me 5 more minutes. I'm going to take 5 more minutes because I think this is important for all of us who are either in tech or in child participation space, because child participation is about to change how we know, how we think about it. So I'm not going to do the definitions. So we all know about the UNCRC Article 12 general comment on child participation. Okay, but how are we going to include children? Next slide. So the landing model, okay, I'm guessing all of us know the landing model, right? You know, of space time. So for contextualists, we have added 2 things on this, the landing model. We have added preparation and feedback, okay? So before children go into space, voice, and influence, you have to prepare, okay? They have to know the reason of their participation. And after they have done this, you have to give them the feedback. What is the output, the outcome of their participation? Okay, using this model, we are going to analyze what Arturo has just shown. Next slide. So we are going to analyze data algorithms, interface and policy. For example, in preparation, how was the data collected? As Arturo has said, data is the fuel that builds or drives AI. Okay? And the quality of data is very important, okay? How was it collected? Was it collected ethically, okay? Or a very nice NGO went to Kakuma and just took data, okay? Or some smart engineer went behind and scrapped data from the internet and built that machine, okay? How was it, the data collected, okay? And then space, is the data inclusive? Right now the data, the AI we have, whatever machine that is there, it's very biased. Okay? And this is because it does not include a category of people, black people, African black people. Let me be very specific. Okay? It does not include that. And worse of it, it does not include children. Okay? ChatGPT, I started tinkering with ChatGPT as soon as it came out. And as it started about children, I do not know. Right now, it has been trained a little bit more, so it has more about children. Audience, who is collecting the data? Okay? I'm looking at this yes here. The best thing I know is yes people in this room. Who is collecting that data? Who is storing that data? No offense, USAID, I'm gonna beat you a little bit. Is USAID or the government of Kenya? Okay? USAID has a specific data set that they want. Okay? Are they interested in all the data about children in Africa? Okay? They're just going to go to the data that they want. They want HIV data. That's the data they're going to invest in. What about other categories or other data points? Okay? So that makes you start asking yourself, is it inclusive? Okay? Who is collecting data? Because that data for USA, for example, the audience is not African people. It is the Senate in the US. Okay? It's not the audience of that data is not African. Okay? Scroll up. You have gone to the next slide. Oh, it's not showing. No, sorry. Okay, there's time and then influence. How is that data influencing? Let me use my phone. How is that data? Who is it influencing? Okay, what are they influencing? Okay, in terms of data. Okay, and then feedback. Okay, what are we getting out? What kind of AI machines are we? What kind of models are we getting? Okay, are we using our data? You guys have said I have a lot of data. DCS have said that. What AI models are we getting from there? Okay, what models are we getting from that data? Okay, go back to. I just want to run through. I requested algorithms. Again, data. If we have horrible data, the algorithms are gonna be horrible. Okay, so what does the algorithm want to achieve? Okay, for example, this is what we did with Chandler a couple of years ago before it became cool, and I think we should revisit, right? This is what we did with which would predict the number of calls that will come to to Childline. That means it will help Childline to make a decision the number of counselors at any given time, and it really did work. Okay, and it will send a message to mother. Please increase the number of counselors between this hour and this hour, because we use the data from Childline. Okay, and it really worked. I think we need to release that one. If anybody with funding, please talk to mother. Exposing. And then, okay, does it create urgency for children? And here is because of child participation. Okay, does it create, for example, I've had someone say there's data showing about neglect. What does that say? Okay, should we be doing something about it? Should we create a model that creates an agency or parental involvement? The kids in the morning, they say there's need for parents are failing them. Okay, should we create a model that helps Mr. Wandao in Kisumu make a decision on parenting? Okay, say it's happening. Okay, and then audience, or who is it intended for? Again, okay. Interface, I'm going very quickly. Interface, do children know about how to use the AI? Okay, apart from my AI. Okay? Is there space to include children? Okay? And then, who are the consumers of the product? Again, I say, this one, I say it without Uogoka. The AI, whatever models that are currently available, they are not built for Africans.
Exactly.
They are not built for your ChatGPT, your Midjourney, your whatever. It's not built for Africans. So we are not the audience. Okay? But we have our own data. Okay? That is feeding that machine. Why not create our own data? Childline has amazing, a lot of data. How many of us have thought of creating a data? I'm looking at Dennis, I'm looking at Angela. Okay? What can we do? Online safety, we are talking online safety. How can we use the data from Childline to create our own AIs? Okay, to protect our own children. Okay, to ensure that our children are involved. I'm not going to talk about policy because we talk about child protection, talk about policy. They have to be in the room. Okay, you have to consult them. You have to give them space. The government, like now, how many know the government of Kenya is coming up with an AI policy? Madam. One person in the room. We're in the children's sector, they're going to come up with, and then we tell them, how do you not include children? Yes, I'm finishing up. Okay? That's my challenge to you. This year, please, we should not let that policy go through without consulting children. Because in the long run, it's going to affect children. Okay? Next. So here are the solutions. Here are the solutions. My friend Siva has come up with an amazing model for including children. Okay? The ladder model. Anybody, you know the ladder model, the heart model. Okay? So this is the heart model of AI and child participation. Okay? And again, I'm sorry if you're not a tech person, this is very tech things. So starting from the lowest, okay, where the child is the user. Okay? You're my AI, my AI is a thing, guys. Please go find out what it is. My AI, because you're just a user, okay? You don't have power control on who created it, which data has been used, okay? And then it's free access, Snapchat. Right now I think Facebook has started one on Instagram, okay? You have no control on the kind of data that it's using. Today you can be white, tomorrow you can be black, depending on what your AI is thinking today, okay? And then contributors, this is where they call you and they take you, how do you want the interface to look like, okay? You become a user experience person, okay? Tokenistic, okay? They're just, or I don't know if you guys have them or it's because they know I make a lot of noise, they record me here. You get those surveys on your phone, say yes or no, agree or not, It's very tokenistic, you don't actually not contribute, you don't engage. And then innovators, and this is where my challenge comes in. Okay, building the capacity of us as Africans and especially our young people to be able to create platforms for an AI models that are good for us. Okay, they don't you don't generate a photo that you do one side you are white or blue eyes and I'm not a blue eye. So that you can be able to create our own eye and the own ChatGPT, the own large language models like health logarithms or models or education models, okay? All these economic models, and she has students, so I need to go. Understanding and asserting data. Vanessa, the next one. There's a last one. There, since conclusion, I was going to like. Okay? Now you will read for yourself because she has to. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.